Year after year, cellular providers keep advertising the same deal where you can get the latest and greatest phone for free when you switch to them or trade in your current phone. And I know you've heard of this deal, and I'm sure many of you have taken advantage of it. The newest iPhone, newest Samsung, newest Google, $0 up front. It almost sounds too good to be true, and maybe because it is. So that made me wonder, how can phone companies give away free phones and still make a profit? Like, who are the winners and who are the losers in this deal? Is it me? Is it we, the customers? Are we the losers in this? As much as I like to think that companies are giving away free phones from the kindness of their hearts, I have to be a bit more realistic. Spoiler alert, the companies are definitely the winners of this deal, but I do think that there are a bit more complexities to it. Every one of these deals comes with conditions, right? Payment structures, contracts, and lock-ins that make the company far more money than the phone ever cost them. So let's look at what free or on us actually means in these deals and why you don't have to pay for the phone outright. Now, we know when the phone companies say a device is free, they're not handing you a $1,000 phone out of generosity. If you've ever looked at your bill, you'll see what they're really doing is spreading out across a long-term agreement the costs and payments that add up to what the phone equals. Instead of paying up front, you're tied to monthly bill credits that last 24 to 36 months, and those credits only apply as long as you stay with the carrier for the full length of the agreement. If you leave early, all those remaining credits disappear and you'll owe the remaining balance on the phone. And this is why carriers love using bill credits instead of actual discounts. Funny enough, not too long ago, most of all the major cell providers, T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, they all offered real discounts on phone pricings, but the deal would be like you sign a 2-year contract with them and they'll let you get whatever newest phone for like $99 or $199. I think T-Mobile was the first major carrier to get rid of this carrier contract requirement, but sneakily they've now hidden that 2-year service contract within their 2 to 3 year device payment credits. It's the exact same thing, and I know Verizon usually has a requirement that if you do want to get the full credit amount, you need to get their most expensive plan. Like, once again, it has to make sense for them. From an accounting perspective, carriers can negotiate lower bulk prices with phone manufacturers. They also know that they'll make far more money from the monthly service bill over the next few years than the phone ever cost them. Offering a device that's free isn't really for a loss for them. It's bait. It locks you into a long-term revenue stream that makes the initial deal worth it for them almost every single time. I already hear some of you, well, what if I just sign up for the free phone and then leave the carrier in the middle of the deal, then I get a free phone? Well, firstly, they're gonna send your account to collections and whatever money you owe on the phone will be due, which if you plan to do this, you probably do not care. But the carrier, before you even get the phone, will run a soft credit check to see if you truly qualify for that 0 down payment. And sometimes they'll say, hey, we'll give you the device credits, but you need to put down $150 on the phone's full price, because essentially you're financing the phone just like you would a car or any large purchase. But instead, it's almost like the dealership saying, hey, we'll cover your car note as long as you come in every month and spend this certain amount with us. So if you're on a plan that costs like $80 to $100 a month and you stay for the full 24 to 36 months, that adds up quick. A customer on a $90 plan for 3 years, one line, brings in over $3,000 in service revenue from just one line. Compare that number to giving away a $1,000 phone, or maybe if it's even a $700 phone, it barely makes a dent. And because most people stay even longer after those 2 or 3 years are up, the carrier keeps making money long term after the phone is paid off. This is the core of the system. The device is simply the lure for them. The plan is the profit. And now let's say you're already with said carrier, right? You got a phone, it's already paid off. Well, you can trade in that current old 5-year-old phone for a brand spanking new one. Any device, any condition, it's all the same. They'll take your old phone and tell you that it's worth $800, but you're not gonna get $800 in cash directly. You're gonna get $800 split up into monthly payments over 2 to 3 years. As simple as that. They'll probably sell your old phone for $50, $200 to recoup some of the cost. This is the latest loop. You trade in the old phone, get a new one for free, you stay for a few years. They say, hey, you're eligible for an upgrade. You get another new phone, 2 to 3 more years. This cycle has been happening for decades. The phone changes, the contract resets, and the carrier keeps all the long-term revenue, of course, unless you switch carriers or maybe you decide to keep your phone for longer than 2 years and start using one of those services like Visible or Mint Mobile where you can pay like $30 a month and just own your phone. So back to the original question. How can phone companies afford to give away free phones and still profit? Well, simply put, the phone was never the expensive part. The service plan is. The bill credits, the trade-in value, the locked devices, the upgrade cycles, they're all built around the same goal to keep you on the network long enough for the monthly cost of the payments to outweigh the cost of the phone. This definitely isn't a scam. It's a business model that looks to benefit us more than it does the carrier, but it's actually quite the opposite. And it's not like we're really on the big losing end of this deal. I mean, we get a free phone, right? You just have to stay for 2 to 3 years, but they are paying the cost of the phone, and after that, the phone is yours. It is kind of a mutual win-win. They're the one making money at the same time, but you know, it all works out. Hopefully that answers your question. I have more videos here and here if you guys want to check those out. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe and like this video and share it. That really helps me getting started on this new channel, and I'll catch you guys later.